Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back into my channel. So in this lab, we're going to create a security group with Azure. So a security rule in the network security group enable you to filter the type of network traffic that can flow in and out of your virtual network subnet and network interface. So let's go ahead and start create this this network security group. So I'm gonna go into the portal. By the way, let's just go to home. I'm gonna go into the portal and I'm going to type network security group. So there we go, it's right there. And I'll hit create. So let me go ahead. I already have a subscription, right? This is only one subscription. Now for this, I have to create a resource group. Let's say I call this RG1, and I hit OK. Now I can give this a name. So I call this my NSG. And I can put this on East US. And I can just review and create. So once it's passed the validation, now let's just create it. Now, let's go ahead and wait until this is finished, and then we will view details of the network security group that we created. So let's just go to resource. So in the so now okay. So now on the settings, so here we could see there's an overview, activity logs, access IAM, tags, diagnose and solve problem, inbounds and outbound security rules and stuff like that. So network interface and subnet properties. So we have a bunch of stuff here. So now we can change a network security group. We could associate or disassociate network security group into subnet and stuff like that. So let's go on the inbound and outbound rules. Now you could see that here I can allow and disallow certain traffic into my network security group. Like you can see here, it says network security group security rule or evaluate by priority using combination of source port, destination port, and protocol to allow or deny the traffic. A security rule can't have the same priority and direction as an existing rule. So say for instance, if I were to go here, I could say, okay, source from any and destination from any. Now, custom service. Let's say if I want to allow traffic from HTTP, um, let's choose my IP and HTTP, which it's already give us the destination as default here for port 80. So there's no need to even type it. Now, it says the protocol is TCP. As you know that port 80 protocol is TCP. So not ICMP, which is the ping, and UDP, which is datagram. So now the priority, we could leave this as default and let's just add. Now, by the way, we got to create an IP. So the value must not be empty. So let's type in 10.1.0.0/16. This is IP before invalid argument. Six. Yep, so 16. And we can add. Now let's go ahead and go on add again. We're gonna, now when we get here, let's say my IP, then let's type in the source 10.1.0.0/16 and destination any. We're gonna let service. Now we could take SSH, which is port 22. You see, it's already give it to us here by default. And then let's add this. Now, you can set rules for outbounds security rules too as well. Say if you were to go here, then you can add any rules that you want to create on your outbounds. And so if you wanna, if you were to go here, you have FTP, SMTP, DNS, TCP, and UDP, POP, which is the mail, the IMAP, mail again. So SMTP, which is the simple mail transfer protocol, IMAPs, and all these. So you could come here to the Cassandra and just give outbound rules for whatever that you want to either block in or block out. Now, for network interface, let's just take a look at this and see. Now, if you want, you could associate any network interface into your security group. We don't have any available. Let's just go ahead and just X out of here. Now, this is another interesting one. Like if you come on the network, subnet, you could associate, if you have a subnet, since I don't have any right now, so you could associate any subnet that you want to into your security group. So you see, it says that virtual network, So only virtual networks in the current selected subscription and location are listed. So the fact that we have no one that's displayed here is the fact that every lab we done, we always erase the content because we don't want to get charged. So let's just X out. So they have properties. So resource ID, just giving you like an overview of everything. So it says location is on the East US one. That's the resource ID here. And that's the location. That's the resource group that we created. That's the subscription name and the subscription ID and stuff like that. So it's pretty user friendly, I would say. So if you want to delete your security group, your network security group, it's easy to do that. Now, I said again, like if you want to add any security rules and stuff. So the most likely where you would be needed to work with on the security, I mean, with network security group is always the inbound security rules and outbound security rules. That's what most of the works is gonna be done. This is where you're gonna allow incoming traffic and outgoing traffic. So you could tell that the port 80 that I just allow in the um that I just allowed on the inbounds rule and port 22, which is SSH, the both for here. So and I mean that's pretty much all that is into um a security group. Now, if you want to, let's say you go on the outbound rule, you could say add any. When you reach on the service here, let's say for instance, you don't want no RDP into this machine, you could go here on service and just go on RDP. Port number is 3389. You could put the the priority. Let's say you can change this to 300. You could make this so deny. Let's say you want to deny port 80. So deny RDP. You could just add that here. Just gonna take a minute. So you could tell now on your security group, there is an outbound rule for the 9 port 3389, and the protocol is TCP. The source is from any, and the destination is from any, and the action here is denied. And if you want, you could just go here and just delete this as you select that. And the priority is 130. So that's pretty user friendly. Now, note that this procedure only applies to a custom security rule. So you aren't allowed to change a default security rule though. Like there's some default security rules that can be changed. So just keep that in mind. So, all right, guys. So I'll see you in the next lab. Thank you so very much for following along with me. Stay tuned for another short lab. Bye-bye.